Here we are again. I just thought I'd do a little quick video actually, but sometimes they do drag on a bit, but I'll try and keep this as brief as possible. Something I was thinking about with regards to change. I know I talk about change quite a lot in my videos, and you know, I hope that it doesn't come across that I think that change is an easy thing to do. I think what you've got to do is decide to do something and then go at it, in your own way, but also at your own pace. So I think it's important to stress that change is a wonderful thing, but it's something that you have to really want to do. And so I kind of come into terms with a bit of a model that I'm trying to put together about how we can do that, because ultimately I've spoken about the why, getting to the why, as in the way that Simon Sinek describes it, and understanding why it is you want to change. But ultimately, the next question is always going to be how? How do I do that? And so, through the research that I'm doing and through the reading that I'm doing, I'm sort of coming up with the nuts and bolts of a model, perhaps, to try out. So bear with me, because it might not work for everything, but I think it's at least it's a start. So, in order to change something, and it could be anything to do with your life, something that's not working, something that you might need to adjust, maybe. It doesn't have to, fundamentally change. But ultimately, it's something that you're not happy with and it's not going in the way that you want it to. And so we look at what it is that you need to change. And we think, well, given my current circumstances, my personality, if you like, I've got to a stage where I've hit a crossroads where I want to change something. So my current personality is not enough in the sense of I'm not achieving something that I want, that I desire, given my current set of circumstances. So, as the work of some of you may be familiar with, Dr. Joe Dispenza describes, he says your personal reality is explained via your personality. So anything that you're currently bringing will get you to a certain level, but you need to change that in order to make the transcendence, in order to shift something that's not working for you. And so your personality needs to change on some level. And then we say, well, how do we change our personality? And there's only there, as far as I can work out, there are three things that you need to change in order to change your personality. Now, they are how we think, how we act, and how we feel. Okay, so that is going to change your personality. Therefore, it will give you the change that you need. So you've got to look at those individually. You've got to think, say, for example, your change, the thing that you want to change is to do with, let's just say, your finances. So if you want to change your finances, if you want to maybe earn more money, you've got to look at how you think about money and how your beliefs around it, any resistance you have to money, or any old programs that you have around money. Then you've got to think about how you act around money. So you've got to look at perhaps anything that you're doing, your behaviors around money. Are they supporting your goal of achieving more, or are they supportive, or are they unsupportive, these behaviors, these actions? And then finally, you've got to think about how you actually feel about money. You've got to connect an emotion to money in order to shift it forward, in order to change it. So how you think, how you act, and how you feel will change your personality around money, as in this example. So your personality changes, therefore your personal reality changes. Okay, so how you think, how you act, and how you feel. Now, as I said at the very beginning of this, I'm not in the habit of telling someone, or anyone really, that change is an easy thing. It's multi-leveled. We are complex creatures. We are as complex as we imagine ourselves to be, but that's another story. So I will leave you with that thought, but also just a quote from Descartes, which I heard, which beautifully, I suppose, describes that. It is a little lengthy, so I'm going to read it, but it's something about change. Okay, he says, in order to reach the truth, it is necessary in one's life to rid oneself of all the opinions one has ever received and to rebuild one's entire system of knowledge from the very foundation. So it really is a case of taking what you think you already know about things, seeing where you are in your life with that knowledge, and accepting that you might need to get rid of a few of those things because they're not working for you. And you may have to rebuild from the ground up regarding that particular part of your life. So as I say, I've tried to keep it as short as possible. But just think, if you want to change something, you need to change your personality to create a new personal reality. And you operate it from a position of how you think, how you act, and how you feel. I hope you're feeling great today, and we'll come back and have a little chat in a few days' time.